Tonight on Access Hollywood, the question every Beatles fan wants the answer to.
How close were you guys ever to getting back together?
Paul McCartney gives us the straight story. Paul McCartney's been making music for 5 decades, and he's still at it. His latest, the first album since the loss of his wife, Linda, Paul and I recently sat down to talk about a lot of things, including one song which now touches him deeper than ever before. Paul McCartney Unplugged, today's Inside Story.
Maybe down in Lonesome Town.
It's a remake of an old Ricky Nelson tune called Lonesome Town, one of Paul's favorites growing up.
You had said that has a different meaning for you now. Do all these songs have different meanings for you now?
Well, it's more poignant, having lost Linda. In some degree, I am in Lonesome Town, so it means a lot to me now. And it was good to sing for that reason, just kind of therapeutic.
After Linda's death, Paul found a lot of comfort in music, recording songs that recalled the happier days of his youth. All but 3 are old 50s favorites from legends like Elvis Presley.
How much fun was this?
It was a really good record to make. We used the system that the Beatles used to use in the very early days.
That system meant recording the CD in a week, the same amount of time John, Paul, George, and Ringo used to take during the height of Beatlemania. Run Devil Run was recorded at the same studio used by the Beatles, Abbey Road, which also was the name of one of their classic albums.
Did that bring back? I must have brought back.
Abbey Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice, because I loved that studio, obviously just for the nostalgia and stuff. I had a young American friend, one of the kids' friends, who was visiting. She said, "Gee, it smells." It does. It's really got a weird smell. I love the smell. Well, just like an old room smell.
Right. Yeah.
Paul is now at peace with the Beatle past that once haunted him, but there's one issue that remains unresolved: the reunion rumors that surrounded the band from the time they split in 1970 to the day John Lennon died in 1980.
How close were you guys ever to getting back together? Can you tell me that?
Not really close. It happened nearly once or twice. One of us would get an itch to sort of do it because it was kind of inevitably quite a good idea while we were close to it. But I think, whenever it came round to it, we just thought, no, it'll never be the same.
And now that John is gone, Paul tells me it will never, ever happen, even though there have been offers for the remaining 3 to get back.
What do we want? Get more famous? So I think it's good to kind of leave it where it was. It's a very beautiful memory. It's a great body of work, he said modestly. But, so I think it's well enough left alone. Don't disturb it.
He's getting more famous with this one. Run, Devil, Run is in stores now. Nancy?